Moving on. We have former MVP, back-to-back MVP, unanimous back-to-back MVP, Steph Curry at number 7. At number 6, we had another player, very, very good young player, and a player we have not seen what his potential can be. And the guy he's probably the worst three-point shooter in the league. We got Ben Simmons coming in at number 6. I don't know what to say about him.
Yeah, I mean it's a guy who on any given year, Ben Simmons has MVP potential. Just
Right?
because he's able to do a bit of everything, where he could put up a triple double on any given year, and that Philadelphia team could be the best team in their conference or the NBA in any given year too. It hasn't happened, and the reality is it doesn't look promising to happen anytime soon either. Both between Philadelphia being that top seed and Ben Simmons taking the jump into being an MVP candidate, where he almost seemed like a better player and I guess even more confident in his rookie and sophomore year than he
Yep.
is nowadays. And it's sad in that regard because everyone was on the Ben Simmons hype train, and now it feels like 40% of people you talk to who used to be on that hype train just aren't feeling the same that they used to about him.
And that's just it, right? Because if anything, if you're looking at him, he hasn't improved in 3 years. He has not improved. And a big part of that is being on a very successful team like he is in Philly. They were before. They weren't even a successful team last year. Well, they have so many other stars around him that it makes it difficult for him to really unleash his game to the potential it can be. But again, if you just shot one 3-pointer every now and then, shot it at 250, you'd open up that offense so much more and be able to open up so many more things for that offense. If we were in the year 1985, Ben Simmons would probably be one of the best players in the league. But his game just doesn't equate to success in today's NBA.
No, and I mean it's a guy who it feels like the shots he take are almost like the same caliber as the center, where his field goal percentage is super high. I believe, even had the first field goal percentage of all point guards, but he only took 11.4 shots throughout. He only took 11.4 shots, but he was fifth in minutes with 35. So this is basically a guy who is taking what 3 shots per quarter, and he's out there 9 minutes of that quarter. So, like you said, Ben Simmons, he doesn't do that much in that regard. Unless he has a drive to the net, you're not really worried about him scoring, honestly. And he's not a guy who, I mean, he doesn't shoot the free throw particularly amazingly. He is really only good as a point guard in a lot of areas because he's one of the biggest ones. He was first in steals with 2.1, tied for second in blocks with 0.6, fifth in rebounding with 7.8. But when you're 6 foot, what is he, 6 foot 7, 6 foot 8? Of course you're going to be near the top of the categories when your limbs are twice the size of everyone else's. When you have 5 inches on
Six
every
foot 10.
yeah, 6 foot 10. So I mean, of course, you should be fantastic at boxing out other point guards. You should be fantastic at blocking them. You should be fantastic at just reaching out and intercepting a pass whenever they go to pass it. So these are things that we expect Ben Simmons to be good at. And like you said, it could actually maybe change his game a lot if he tried to worry less about the true shooting and field goal percentages and just took a couple of threes, just to switch up the offense, just made it seem like there is some type of threat out there. Because
There's a chance, right?
absolutely.
And how many steals did he get? Did he lead the league in steals last year?
I don't think he led the league. He might have led the league in steals. I don't know, but he did have 2.1, which led all point guards.
2.1.
I want to say he was the only point guard to have over two per game. I might be
I
mistaken there.
I feel like he led the whole league. I don't know,
It's definitely
but
possible.
that's incredible. Like his defense is there, and that's why he's ranked so high. Like, we're gonna see in our top five that the top five is very, very, very skilled, on another level skilled. Guys that are proven to be the leaders of their team. Ben Simmons is not the best player on his team. 2 years ago, he wasn't the second best player on his team. Last year, when he was the second best player, they crumbled. And even with him being the second best player, they still had another potential fringe all-star like Tobias Harris. They still had an Al Horford who's coming off maybe 1 or 2 years removed from an all-star season. There's no reason why he can't take another step. I just don't understand. He needs to be able to improve that shooting, or else I don't know. He'll never get to the top five.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy who in his rookie year, I remember seeing him just make a certain drive. I forget about which team, but it reminded me so much of LeBron James, where I thought to myself, I haven't seen a guy being able to just power through the lane, make guys move, and just do a one-hander the way that Ben Simmons did, except for LeBron. And now it's
He's so close.
exactly. It's just like you said, there's no other elements to his game that he's improved. And eventually, when a guy can only do one thing, you start to learn how to guard him. Where like LeBron,
LeBron has improved
exactly. He's improved everywhere, and that's really why
every year.
exactly. That's why he's so versatile. That's why every time you have a critique, he changes it. For Ben Simmons seems to takes it to heart. Feels like he doesn't have to improve because he's already good enough. Like that's not the way to go about it. And if he wants to be an MVP, if he wants to be in a true top 5 point guard in the league, that's something that he needs to change.
Right now, the player Ben Simmons is today, currently, tops out. The best he can ever be is 18-year-old LeBron James. That's it.
And that
I
was
don't see him being any better.
Yeah, and that was LeBron's only year of that, or one of the only years under 27 per game. And ironically, if Ben Simmons were to win an MVP, I don't see it being better than that either. I see it being like a 24. It'd be because he got close to a triple double that year, and the team finished
And the
first.
team success.
Exactly, but I still don't think it'd be over 25 points per game. I think it'd be like
Like,
it'd be like 24, 10, and 9 or something. It'd be something.
can you picture a team where Ben Simmons is the number one player and that team actually being a number one team in the league?
I
A
mean,
lot of these players, I can picture that happening. I just can't. Like, he's not the best player on his own team.
yep.
It's not close.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe they already hit their peak, right? Where they did have that conference finals. They were number 2 seed.
It'd be sad to hear because they're so young and they've only played to get together for 3 years now. This will be the fourth year, and they're such a young team. But like someone like Ben Simmons just was never able to take that next step. If they would have been able to take that next step with Ben Simmons, they would have went even further with Jimmy Butler. They
Yeah,
would have been a higher seed last year.
yeah, all they need to do really is trade him to San Antonio, like we said in another video.
Give the team a chance.
Exactly. Three-way
Get
trade,
Harden
James
in.
Harden to Philly, Ben Simmons, San Antonio. Check out our trade machine videos if you haven't seen it. With that being said, with all the point guards being so deep and us talking about them for a pretty
It's so
long
hard.
time, we're going to end the video and we're actually going to make this a three-parter. We're going to do
Top five
we're going to do
tomorrow.
top 5 tomorrow. We also have our season previews coming with those two. So good stuff coming there. NBA season underway next week. Preseason's already started. Already been some good action so far. Like we talked about John Wall having a big game, a couple other guys. So
Yep.
wait to see what
It's
happens.
exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
Basketball is back. There's gonna be a crowd in the stands now for the first time.
Yep.
It's awesome. Even Tampa's getting a crowd.
Yeah, I mean, Florida doesn't care, of course, they were going to have clouds. That's a discussion for some other day. But with that being said, subscribe if you
That's it. Sign off.
we definitely appreciate it. And we'll be back with it.
Subscribe.
And we'll definitely have our season previews out by Friday as well. Thank you.
Watch them all.